Good day. My name is Dennis Miller. I'm the Director of Veteran Affairs for Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. Welcome to the August 2022 monthly video update. I want to talk to you about some hard stuff today. I got some notes here, so if you see me looking down, it's not like I'm not paying attention, but we need to talk about some serious subjects as winter approaches. It's August, it's hotter and more humid than you want to be, but you know that the weather turns pretty quick. And I'm going to talk to you about two main problems with hopefully some solutions. And they're the kind of problems that no one talks about, but they're out there. These are not the things that you even tell your friends or your family. The first one is food insecurity. Food insecurity means that you don't have the money to buy good, affordable, healthy food. And it's common. For a lot of people, the cupboards are bare. And with the economic downturn, even they don't call it that, but it's an economic downturn, it's getting harder for people to make ends meet. Now that being said, there's a couple of programs that I want to mention to you out here, and I want to recommend another program. The first one is the Coatesville Medical Center has a program, provided you are connected to VA healthcare, where you will meet with a dietitian and they have a tremendous food cupboard. And that's the thing about food insecurity, is that there's all these food cupboards. So that's Coatesville Medical Center. The second one is, I can't name all of the community cupboards and the food pantries out there, so I'm just going to give you the organization that ties them all together. It's the Montgomery County Anti-Hunger Network. And the website and the phone number is going to be placed on the screen here. And that's the website that you go to find out what food pantries that you have in your area. As a veteran, and being related to veterans, being in a veteran family, all my friends are veterans and whatnot, they instill us with a lot of pride. But this is the time where you don't want to get your pride in the way of getting the help that you need to have good, healthy food. When you go to these community cupboards, you don't have to stock up for the apocalypse. You take what you need and you leave the rest. The other thing is the third program I want to recommend to you is rely on each other. Rely on your neighbors. Rely on your shipmate, battle buddy, wingman, your fellow veterans, and check in on them and help them where you can. There is no shortage of food in this country, but there is a shortage of supply chain and availability, and prices are higher than they ever have been. As we cope with inflation. So if you have a problem, talk about it. You know, the hardest part of being a shipmate is asking for help. For being a shipmate, for me, for helping other people, you know, I will go above and beyond and break all sorts of rules to get you the help that you need, because I've never really been a rules guy, just between you and me. I'm a get things done guy, always have been. But not major rules. Don't call the police. Not that kind of thing. But you need to work together, and you need to figure it out. So that's the first topic. Hopefully you're still awake, because like I said, these are somber things, and I'm going to try to make it quick. The next one's even bigger. So thank you for your patience in the last one. The next one is homelessness. And what does homelessness look like in the county? Well, the definition of homelessness, and I got some stuff here from Housing and Urban Development, is you have literally homeless, at imminent risk of homeless, and attempting to flee domestic violence. Those are the major categories of homeless. Homeless category 1 means that you have a primary nighttime residence that is in a public place or a place not meant for human habitation. Maybe you're living in a shelter, or you're in an institutional setting. That is homelessness. Imminent homelessness is when you could be losing your residence within 30 days. So you're renting, you have an eviction notice, you're behind on your mortgage, and you have a foreclosure notice. Those two pieces of paper would make you at imminent risk of homeless, and the clock starts for eligibility of benefits at 30 days. The last one, even if you are indoors, is the one where you are fleeing or attempting to flee domestic violence. That is what homelessness is. But what does homelessness look like in Montgomery County? And I can tell you, it's not just street homeless. It's not just street homeless at a transportation center or at a bus station. Well, homelessness in Montgomery County has other forms that you wouldn't think. There's a lot of people that are living in their cars, and they're in mall parking lots or in gym parking lots, and they have a gym membership, and that's where they're showering and taking care of themselves. These are people that have regular jobs. They just cannot afford a place to live because of the economics and the availability of affordable housing. It's common, and they may have enough money to stay in a hotel maybe 3 nights a week, but those other 4 days they're living in their cars. Another type of homelessness that you may see is if you're driving down a country road and you see an old farmhouse and it's got a generator out front and it's got gas cans and things like that. They may not own that house. They may be squatters, and that is another type of homelessness that we need to take a look at. Lastly, if you are living in a place that is not meant for human habitation, like I said before, and I gotta read a little bit to you. What does that mean? A place not meant for human habitation. Anywhere outdoors, such as a park, forest, tent, or campground or porch. A car or vehicle, an abandoned or condemned building, and a hallway, transportation center, a 24-hour store, building, or similar. You are living in a place that is not meant for human habitation. That being said, if you are in a building where there is no heat or electric, you are considered homeless. The price of oil is skyrocketed, and for a lot of people in Montgomery County, we have oil heat as opposed to gas heat. They're both expensive. If you cannot pay for heat, or you are out of the ability to heat your home this winter, and you're not thinking about that now because it's August, you could be considered literally homeless, and you could have benefits that you are eligible for. Now about that, the major veteran homelessness providers that we have in Montgomery County are through a program called Special Services for Veterans and Families, which is through the VA. And we also have, and that's going to be on your screen with a point of contact. There's also the VA Homeless Outreach Office out of the Coatesville Medical Center. But to be a part of that, you have to be eligible for VA health care. Those are the two main providers if you take the veteran route. For both of those, you have to call 211 first and go through a screening. The other program for veterans and non-veterans alike is through the Your Way Home program and their different providers. And to enroll in that, you would also call 211, you would be screened, and you would have a lot of long time on the phone trying to get through the process. The process is fair for everyone, but it takes a long time. Now that being said, looking at the numbers and looking at the data, we have a lot of veterans that are homeless. The majority of homeless veterans have other than honorable discharges, and that makes them ineligible for special services for veterans and families or for VA healthcare and VA homeless outreach. But there is 2 avenues to help with that status. The first one is a discharge review board. The second one is called a condition of discharge board with the VA. So they could look at your discharge and the circumstances of your discharge, and they could upgrade you for VA purposes only. And I'll give you an example, and it's a more common example than you think. Someone gets a dishonorable discharge or another non-honorable discharge for drug use or for abusing alcohol. But no one looked at maybe at the time that these are combat veterans and they were self-medicating for their trauma. That's the kind of stuff that we need to know if you have another honorable discharge, so that we can get you to the right people to get you connected to benefits. It's not a bridge too far. But yeah, that's again 2 really big subjects: food insecurity and homelessness. I'm sorry for being so somber. We got to take time out and be serious every once in a while, but I promise you it's not going to be the majority of the time. Got a couple of holidays this month. All right, I'm out of that mode. I got a couple of holidays this month for August 2022. The most important military holiday of the year is August 4th, which is the Coast Guard birthday. You should write that down. Purple Heart Day is August 7th. Or that's arguably the most important military holiday. I had someone tell me that the highest military award that you can get is not the Congressional Medal of Honor, it's the Purple Heart. And I tend to agree with that. It's hard for me because I don't have either. So that's out there. The Department of Defense's birthday is August 10th, And the Airborne's birthday is August 16th. Airborne Trooper, better do your best or you'll find yourself in the lean and rest. So start marching. Other than that, this has been our August monthly video update. We'll get you something in September. The ways to reach our office are our helpline, 610-213-4022. You could text that number as well. teamveterans@montcopa.org. You could call me on my cell phone number, which is at the end of the voicemail when you call the 4022 Montgomery County helpline. Please just call if it's an emergency. Call 911 if it's an emergency. Call the mobile crisis unit if it's an emergency. There's other avenues, and there's a lot of providers that we work with, over 60. Remember that our calls are triaged in order of severity. It could take 48 hours for us to get back to you, and that's just how it is. Please don't call and call and call and call again. It ties up the phones, but we will get back to you. We are here for you. We've always been here for you. Thank you.